Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to Let's Build a Vet Clinic. Well, not really. It's really more of a renovation thing, but let's build part 3 of this vet clinic. I was going to do a speed build, but then a lot of you guys actually did like the sort of more real-time thing where we sort of discuss everything and go through it. So feedback from last time was pretty much undo everything we just did and start from scratch. So we're going to get rid of this. No, we're not. Of course I'm joking. But there was a lot of feedback on this area through here in the reception, and loading back into the game and having a look at it myself now. It's always good to have fresh eyes in these things. I think. Here's what I think. Well, a lot of the feedback. Well, one of the top rated comments was that. Get rid of, well, like, I don't know, it looks cluttered. I think it looks cluttered in the reception area, which, to be honest, like, looking at it right now, I still kind of like the look of it, but I totally get what you mean. So we'll work with it a bit more, and we'll change it up. And that the red was not the right color to go with, considering everything else is very pastel throughout the rest of the build. So I think we'll change this. I still like the counters. There was a suggestion to change it into using the sort of rounded corner pieces and all that, but I really don't want to use those. Because I do actually like the way this works. So you walk in the front door and you have the sort of higher reception counter there. You go up there, then have the like little lower one around the corner. I really like the look of that. So I'm going to try and work with that, but we'll change up the colors. Maybe just the pink ones, to be honest, because I think those look pretty good. Because you still get it's just a shade of red if we're going to be on, oh, well, that's a wall. I was like, I can't change it. It's because that's a wall. It's fine. Now, do we have a pink that can go on this wall, or does that not exist? We can even do bricks on it if we... Oh, that gets rid of everything. Hang on, move objects. We can even do bricks on it. No, I think it should definitely be a color. This one? Oh, actually, that's pretty much spot on. Yeah, nice. We could do that. I think that's quite good. I like that. Then the other suggestion was to change these to like, well, these look out of place there. To me, I still disagree with that. I think it looks fine with those there, but I did also like the suggestion of just using the actual file, like that thing there. So bb.ignore ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. There we go. So we'll just use those instead, because that's actually quite a good idea. Because then you still have the idea of them, they've got some files out on the desk, that they're currently looking at. And also, you can't even really see where it's glitching there. Like, it's there, but I don't think in any of the lighting we can actually see it. So we don't really actually need that much there anyway, so it's fine. I will keep these here, but I think I'll rotate it a little bit, maybe that way, so it's facing out a bit more. Now, I don't know. We'll have to test this to see if this works, because some of you guys did point out that we tried this in the vet clinic that we built out on the pier, where it was sort of in the counter like this, and it wouldn't work. But I mean, this one's a little further out. It might work. Otherwise, we'll just put it somewhere else. But for now, we'll go with it right there. The other suggestion was to, instead of having this up here, just do cabinets. And there was someone saying that clearly James doesn't own a fish tank because you wouldn't be able to open it. Then I replied, I said, you don't know. First of all, you can't even see any opening on this fish tank. Second of all, you don't know. The opening could be on the front here. You can just pull it down and it's right there. Anyway, you know what else? It's The Sims. And it doesn't matter if this thing's on top of this fish tank because, well, it's The Sims. And it really doesn't matter because they don't need to get to it. So they don't even need to get to these cabinets, really. Now, is this going to be in the... So if I put it... Yeah, see, it goes too low down or too high up. I would like it to just join to it because I think that would look the best. So maybe if I just do this... I'll just intersect it a little bit. Do we want to go all the way to the roof? Because we could. If we just get the smaller one out. The smaller cabinet. Da-da-da-da. There we go. I could just do something like that. Get cabinets up the top. So then it also sort of blends in through to the roof. Looking pretty good, I think. So that was that. That was the color as well, was one of the other things. And I think along the lines of color was people mentioning this hallway looks pretty damn bland now. Which is not untrue at all. Because we have the sort of grey flooring and the white walls. It's super like not a lot going on in there. But I'm not completely against that. The only thing that I would say is we probably want to have, I don't like the, it's just a big hallway that doesn't really need anything in it. But I mean, in terms of colors, like what, you wouldn't really need to change it to anything. Let's go purple. That's more of a, it's kind of purple, but not really. I don't know what I would do with it though, because I don't want to do wooden floor because that would just be bad for pets in general. Especially with the amount of pets that would be walking through here. It looks good though. I love the look of it, but we're just not going to use that. And this, I don't think, does it? Oh, it does have actually. Oh, no. It changes to a blue. It's going to say, oh, it has black. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I don't know what else we'd do with that. So I might just leave that for now. And then, what are the other top suggestions? The top suggestions. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Oh yeah, the other one was get rid of the stove in the break room and just put the coffee machine there, which we could do. Because I guess we don't need a stove there. Because they got a microwave, they can use that. If they even use any of this anyway. And then we don't have to have that out in the middle of the room, so that's pretty good. I think there was a... let me have a look. Some people liking the wooden floor. Yeah, the wooden floors look nice, but as people pointed out, they just don't make sense for a vet clinic. Like, they really don't. And that's why I love this floor as well, because we used it in the other one. I think I use it in almost all my vet clinics. I really like it. It's like the perfect flooring for it. Let's see. You wish I didn't change the front of the vet clinic to be less industrial. It ruins the vibe of the building. Well, ignore the sign and all that. We haven't really done that. I think that this can work if we... You know what we need to do? Here's what we do. Let's change the top windows. I think it can work. I think having the sort of modern renovation to the building, I think it really will work. But if we do like a little extension up... I need to put a... Let me use a fence to do it. That'll be easier. We'll use the fence and have like a little separation between the floors where it's like they've clearly renovated from this point beyond. Oh, cool. That didn't give me an... Oh, wait. I'm way too high up. What am I doing up there? Down here. I want to... Yeah, good. Built floor there. Perfect. Do this. So then have like a sort of separation between the floors. Then maybe the bottom floor, even we give it a different facade, maybe. Like, so it's completely modernized on the bottom, but then the top half is still going to be the old industrial style. So they've just done it up a little bit. Not completely, and just this bit here. I want to get out the big tiles, I reckon. Are they in here? See, one thing I've noticed, and this is one thing that's always, this is one thing that's always hard with doing like a let's build kind of thing, because not everyone always agrees with the ideas and what I want to do with it. And that's still very true with when I do like, speed builds of any nature as well. I don't know that this is going to be the particular wall I want to use, but especially with like let's builds where there's always feedback along the way. There's no way everyone's ever going to agree, especially not everyone's not going to agree with what I would like to do. Whoops, I put that somewhere else. So, sometimes you just get a compromise, but I do my best to try and change it up based on the general consensus of feedback, and we see how we go. So that wallpaper, tell you what, that did not work. I honestly think maybe just going for a darker color, like the sort of spa day stuff, go like a gray and then have like the windows on it. And then if we, cause then it's like you get this sort of modern lower facade down here, and if we even do some like maybe some planters or something down the bottom, really spruce it up, make it look really sharp, like really nice down the bottom, and then have the top and then, all the sides still the sort of old style. So then what I would really like to do, I can't move this back at all, can I? I don't have any room. Like that window we have sticking out the back, I don't think we can do, because I would like to take it back a little bit to get a little bit of stuff coming around here. But I think what I can do instead, if I get the floor trim, and then have essentially just a separation between the two levels is what I want to do. So I'm going to go like this, and I'll only do that little section there, and then this bit. And then this can be, I don't know, what kind of roof would this be? Maybe like this, actually. That's probably a good one. Or we could even use this, I think. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Yeah, all right. All right, here we go. Then we use these columns down here. Now, never fear the fact that they don't touch the roof. They don't touch tips. Maybe what we do... Should we bring out the foundation to that point? We could either bring out the foundation or we... no, I want the little fence that's there. Or we just use move objects at the columns. But I think bringing out the foundation is going to be best. So we'll do this. Do the same on the other side. So just mirror it. There we go. Get that same foundation there and there. And then... up here, these will be like planters, I think. Considering I said I wanted to do planters anyway, that's the perfect spot to do them because I've just built them. Good news, everybody. We've done it. We've bloody done it. Let's get out some columns to match. Just like smaller ones because it's a much smaller... Oh, hello. It's gone inside. It's a much smaller sort of roof that it's supporting, so it doesn't need to be too intense or anything. But if we do that, so then we have this like lower section there that's been clearly redone at some point. Then up the top, we'll get the same windows that we had around the back, but they're still here. We also need to add a lot more detail to this building because it... Oh wait, is this really the windows we used over there? I thought we had curved windows up the top. I guess not. Oh, I guess they're too big. Did they not have curved windows of that, the smaller size? I thought they did. I guess maybe I just chose not to use them. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter. We can use this. Probably should, because that's obviously what we were using before. So So we use those. I mean, what should go here? What did we use? Oh, yeah, on that side I use those, which I don't think is correct. I mean, I guess I kind of. What about no, that's too small. What about? I want something that would look like. Well, I mean, to be honest, that does look appropriate. So up here, I feel like this needs to change. I don't know really what to do with this. We'll keep. I think the sign is still good, but I don't know the current format of the sign is any good. Maybe what we can do. Can I almost get it to look like it's maybe a new sign that they put on? And you did it like, oh, can I? Ah, see, I really need one more tile of space here. I guess I could shrink the entire building, but that'd be really annoying because I'd have to shuffle everything along a little bit. But I really want that space. So actually, probably 2 tiles just so we can do the same on the other side and get more detail on the facade of the building. Because what I'm thinking, you know what? Let's do a practice build over here. So let's say this is our wall. I wanted to see what it would look like if we got out like a regular, well, maybe not a regular wall, a smaller wall, I guess. Put it in front. Oh, actually, a smaller wall's freaking. Oh, I mean, to be fair, if we go to the signs, and let's go. If we use this, for example. Wait, hang on. Filters. Let me just go content. We'll filter by cats and dogs, so I can actually see what I'm working with here. Cats and dogs. I'm also going to make this the same size. How wide is that? That's 5 tiles by the looks of it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So let's make it the same size. I sort of play around with the idea that I was going to do before I waste like 5 years trying to resize everything. So I'm going to move that there, move that there. So imagine that is that wall there with this thing. You know what? I'll put this here so you can fully appreciate and understand the space in which we're working. Right about, that's not in the middle. Right about there. So imagine that's behind. The idea I want to do is then have this wall in front. Maybe it's painted white. I don't know. And then we get out the sign. We would remove that one, but I put that there just for purposes that you can see it. And then we'd have a sign actually on this instead. It was what I was thinking. So maybe we go this. Are there other things I could do with it? I guess, well, if we keep the yellow theme and then maybe have... oh, we could do like the paw. Maybe we do the paw and then... Is there like a word we could put next to it or something like that? Anything from cats and dogs that we could use? Or should we use like... Actually, we could use this as like... No. But let's have a look. So let me go away. I want a sign. Go away. Get out of here. I want a sign with words, which I believe are in here. So there's something like this. Or... that with the flame. Probably not the one with the flame. What's this? No. Where are the other ones? There's this thing here. It's got an arrow thing on top of it. There's this. Probably not that one. Well, I thought wait, where are the other ones? Oh, there's this one as well. That's a little too big, but we can always scale it down. It's still probably too big. That size is not ideal. I think probably the best one would be this. Where are all those, all these, like these custom signs? Where do I find all these bits again? Because we can use these. What are they called? Sign of the times. So, oh yeah, it's all these ones, isn't it? So there's that, and then what else do we have? We had this one. Don't know that those are particular. They don't look very vet clinic-y, you know? There's this thing. Nope. Oh, there's this one as well. Oh, there's even a yellow one of it. Do like that. There's like a sign. Maybe not yellow. Maybe, I mean, not do like black or something. That really stands out. Or you could do yellow. Well, I mean, we had white, but white's really not the best to go with. What other colors do we have in this? You could do blue. This doesn't really have a blue. Let's go white, probably. So then we do this, but no, not white. I guess what would the background color be then? If we go blue. No, maybe not blue. Yellow's probably the best. I wish. Why isn't there a green paw? I was gonna say, I wish there was a green paw, because green would actually be pretty good. That's not yellow, is it? What happened to my yellow one? That one. Could even just be a brick backing. No, maybe like this sort of wavy patterned one. I'm just trying to see one that would work, because I think, well, we got to do something with the sign that looks good, because right now that's just not. Right now it's just not working. Let me open that up, because I feel like that should probably at least be open to the floor below, because there's so much like there's just it's essentially a whole level up here. Oh. Now we have a light that's hanging here with no support. So this doesn't help either because those two those two things there don't touch it. I guess if I shuffle it to the right a little bit, let me just give that a bit of a shuffle, and then that'll actually be supported. Let me go down a floor. Put it there. There you go. And then if I move it up a little bit, it actually interacts with it. Nope, a little bit more. Oh, actually I moved it off center. That's what happened. So put it there. And then... what have we got? Oh, there you go. Oh, actually, this has got a thing on it for some reason. It's got a floor trim around it. Interesting. Anyway, so if I did that, right? Okay. Had that light there. Then we have all these lights hanging along this bit here. So I might actually just go along like this. That's where all those other ceiling lights are. And maybe go across. Oh, then the roof cuts in because we've completed the room with a fence. Fantastic news for us there. I'll put that there. And then that was 3 away. Like that. That was 3. This spacing actually works, surprisingly, with all the lights, and it doesn't look too weird. Because we have 2 at either end, then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 all the way along. Not bad. And then all the way along as well, like, just like that to make it even. Even Stevens. And then I guess we'll do here as well. So it sort of matches it. I mean, really, you know what? All of this should probably be brick up here, I reckon. Because this is like this would be part of the factory for sure. I think we need to do some more detail to the roof as well. Like there just seems to be more going on. I think we can do easily something like we did in the barn, where we have some sections of the building coming out. Maybe oh, okay, well, ones that look good, preferably. Like how far could we go? Okay, we don't need to go that far. I guess because because the roof doesn't go all the way up. So maybe we could do. If we go here, but just go like 2 out or something. I don't know what this is going to look like though. Oh, the spacing doesn't even work. That's super annoying. So we can do this and then get rid of that one. Maybe do... Or we go not like that. We go like this. Give it a spacing of 4. Give it a spacing of 4. There you go, 4, 4, 4. There, you at least get even spacing that way. Whoa, hello. Let's delete these rooms that we now have left over. Sorry about that, guys. Alrighty. So that's going to go there. There we go. I might get rid of that column and the other one that we have over here too. Because we need to essentially work with this whole space to make it really pop a little bit more. So up the top, I think we'll change these. I like the idea behind it, but I need to change it so it works with the rest of the roofing that we have going on here. If I can finish the sentence that I'm trying to say. And I think what we also need to do is add some ceiling to all of this, just so we have something covering up all the gaps below here. So we're going to go here. We're going to go along. And then that is going to go... Yeah, I guess we'll go here, because we do have a roof covering all of that, so... And the same with this side here too. And that will go along to there. And then we can get these guys in between. Like so. There you go. Oh, why did it move that light? That's annoying. I spent my whole life putting that light into position down the bottom. Alright. Yeah, so I'm doing this, in case you don't know. I did just say, but if we... You might not know, so I thought I'd explain. If we don't have a floor there, and we come down here and look up, you can see on the right hand, you know, let's go to live mode, it'll be easier. Oh, okay, well, it's nighttime. But if we look up here in live mode, there's a huge, it's just a big hole. There's no ceiling there, and the roof goes across, and it's a hole. The other side has a ceiling, so that's why we do it. So that it covers all the random gaps that we have that we don't actually want. So let's go back and do the other side. Hopefully, is this whole thing mirrored? I don't know if it's mirrored and then flipped, but if it's mirrored exactly, we can just do this, which it is. Perfect. It's really good. So now we've got the flooring there on both sides, which is perfect. Then we're going to get out the brick and paint all of these. I guess for now, I'll give them all... Oh, actually, you know what? That's a floor. That's a floor. So I'll do the same up here as well. Extend all of this out. Extend it out to here as well. And then I really just want to Oh, I should hold down shift. Extend the roof to all of these sections here as well. So that all of this has the same sort of flat roof flooring. Then we can just do that. And then this should all be one room, which it now is, which is really, really handy for us. And I think what we'll do... What else? So that factory over there has a flat roof. I mean, I'm just trying to see... Do we need a roof on this? I mean, probably. Let me just grab this. Because I want to just build a roof that has the same angle as the existing roof. So I'm putting that one there so I can reference it. I'm going to use a standard roof all the way along. And this will have the same angle as this roof. In just a second. I get down a floor so it places in the right spot. Okay, so now we can angle this roof based on that one. To that, delete it, copy it, lovely. Same of that on there, get the same trim. Look at that, beautiful roof. Now we can just actually copy this, flip it. Actually, I don't want to do that. No, never mind. Oh, wait, how do I want to do this? Actually, maybe I do. Hang on. Copy. I actually can't put it down because it's exactly the same length as the other roof. So I need to do this, make it way smaller. And then... Oh, it's going up a floor. Hang on. I don't want to be... I want to be on this floor. There we go. So I go to here. Do I want it like this or do I want it... How do I... I think I want to do it like this. And then just bring it down so it's a more shallow angle. What does that look like? Do we like the look of that or is that... Is that... No. Whoops. Then obviously you get windows on all of these, and they need to be the old school industrial windows. I think, do they have, please tell me they have these ones here that go together. Oh, they don't join though. Do they have, they're like some old school windows that span this nicely, that look, well, it look like those windows, but actually fit the area. Well, let's go normal, wait, is this a normal wall up here? No, this is actually quite a tall wall. It's a tall wall. What if we go medium wall? Oh, then it all joins together into one. Do we want that? I mean, maybe we do want that. What do you reckon looks better? Whoops. No, no. Don't pull those a lot. What do you reckon looks better? Like that or like that? Definitely that. I think definitely this. Okay. I made up my mind like right away. Did these windows fit together like seamlessly? They do. But do they have a smaller version that does the same thing? Because I think that's too tall. Oh, actually, what about these cats and dogs ones? Oh, these work. Okay. Let's go. Oh, but they have the white frame still. Why? I don't want a white frame up here. Oh, actually, they have these ones. What about these? So what color are the other windows? Let me just put these next to the other ones. That's pretty close, but maybe more... yeah, actually, you know what? That is the closest one. Alright, let's go with this. So this is going to go up here. There you go. Go all the way along all of these. Just little, you know, little factory dormers up the top. And we definitely need to get some roof decorations up here too, to make the outside look like it's actually used to some degree. And I think I want to change the windows in the apartment area. Oh, that's weird. What did it... Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because we're completing this whole room with fences. So if I open this up, that roof is just going to cut straight through these. Or we get rid of the fences because we don't, to be fair, we don't really need to have them there. We could just move the lights so they're not hanging off of this. All right, let's do that. Because if we just get rid of the fences, that like solves all that problem. So if we do this, if you have fences that complete one side of a room, roofs for some reason clip right on through. They don't give a f about it. Let's do this. Get rid of that bit. Yeah, we'll just move. We'll move all those lights there, and we'll move the other ones too. But now, when we do it, the roof will not come through. Oh, well, turns out I lied. But that's actually for a different reason, because for some reason this is now not a room. So that's actually no. It should still work. It's just it decided. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I removed the wall before I built a floor. If I have a floor... Oh, and actually... Oh, it's also this. Actually, well, I thought I got rid of this. Well, whatever. Anyway, get rid of that. Oh, that's not a room. Hang on. Build a floor, then get rid of it. Then we won't have that issue. There you go. The roof's disappeared. Perfect. Now we should be able to remove these walls. Yeah. With it remaining a room without a roof clipping into it, which is good. Because that's all we want to do. There you go. And paint out brick. Lovely. Then we can remove the floor again if we want. Or I'm thinking maybe we do just keep the floor in and then have, well, maybe nothing up here, but I guess we could put something. I just don't know what it would be. It would obviously be like some sort of storage thing, but I think it's going to be much easier if we just have it open. Whoops. Like that. Only problem being, obviously, the apartment area is now open and exposed. Maybe on the apartment side, we close it off. So then, this is all still brick. This is all brick in here too. But these are like closed off. So at least the apartment, like the sound won't, from the vet won't filter into the apartment, at least not through here. Some of the walls don't really line up though, which kind of annoys me. Well, actually, mostly just this one with that door. But I move it one more, or back to there, it'll be better. So I might actually move it to there and just leave this open. So do that and then move that wall. So I mean, then it's kind of weird. And you have a wall there, and then the doorway's there. I don't know. It needs to be made over, but it means it just doesn't sort of clip through up the top. But anyway, so now we have that. Now we're going to move all these lights. Obviously, we can't even use those. I think what I want to do though is actually have maybe some big columns. Oh yeah, actually this will work. Why don't we go columns here on the innards of each of these things here. We go gap of 3, and then it'd be here, and then it would be here. Just trying to see exact. Basically, I want to build like support columns going all the way up this top section here from the bottom. Although, having said that, this goes right through where the reception is, so I might have to change that bit. But the rest of these, I was thinking this is going to give this hallway down the bottom a little bit more detail. Maybe that's just too many columns. Hang on, let's reduce the number of columns. That's just too many, I think. What we'll do instead is put them in the middle of these, okay? So here, well, no, never mind. Here, and then here. I forgot how much longer just doing like a let's build takes. Like if we had speed built this, it would have taken, well, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes because it would be a sped up video. Obviously, it'd still take me a long time, but I don't know. I enjoy doing this. We haven't done it. Like the thing is, we haven't done one of these good old fashioned speed builds in a while. So, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. Good old fashioned little let's builds in a while. It's really nice. It's nice to have something different too on the channel. And also the other thing is because we can't really do the let's play of this because there's not much happening. I need to just remove that. I think we just need to redo this bit when we get to it. So let's just do that for now. So it's nice to be able to do this, I think. So let's get this now. So we go here. And this is essentially going to come through all of these. Now, it does create problems if we do the same thing on the other side. Because this whole section at the top, for some reason, our hallway is not actually built in the center. I made it 4 wide instead of 5 to match with the building. Which I guess is not a problem. That's not really a problem. But it just means that these columns that I built here are going to go in... Not there, sorry. Built here are going to go inside the other rooms rather than in the hallway. Which I was actually kind of excited for these to go in the hallway because it'd give us a little bit more detail to work with. Because the hallway is really, really... Oh, God, I don't know why I keep doing that. Just build the damn thing like that. There you go. Because the hallway is kind of bland. But with these columns... We're getting a little bit more oomph. Now, we don't really have room to put this here, but that's where it's going to go. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, it goes right in the door. Right where the door is. There it is. I mean, we do have room, to be fair. We just move the door here instead, and they can still get in the space, but it just makes it a little bit more cramped. I think I have to move some stuff out of the way a bit, but it still works. Okay, well, obviously, we'll work around that design in a minute. So, you know, it's the new design elements. You gotta work with what you got. Here, and then, is about there. Now these ones, ooh, that's also in this room. And it's right around that Roomba that's there. Makes the surgery room a little bit smaller, but actually that's probably good for us because that sort of details that room a little bit better for us. Rather than these can come along to here. Now, as we move to the lobby, this is also where it gets a little bit more interesting because there's got to be a column right there apparently, which, I mean, could work in our advantage. I think we might end up changing that lobby, that reception desk completely, maybe to even what people wanted to see, which would be interesting, I think. And then just go here. I mean, we definitely have to change it now. We either keep those columns there or maybe move them. I don't know. What do we think? All right. Well, let's get these in. I like the idea of them, but it's about doing them the right way. And if we build these in a really bad, sloppy way, this might not work how we want it to. Oh my God, how small do these walls look on this level? Then you go to this level. Is this the maximum height wall? Oh, it is. Yeah, and then you go to like this level here, and then the walls are tiny. It's like, is this ceiling high enough here? Like, that's what you think. All the other levels are so tall. Alrighty. So I need to do this. Paint this column with bricks. And that one there. Paint this one. This one here. I'm not sure about the lobby ones. I'll have a look at those in a second. Let's just do all these. I think the rest of these are fine and pretty easy to work with in terms of not messing up too much of the layout. However, the ones in the lobby really changed a lot of what we've already done there, so we have to play around with it a little bit. You go there. Obviously, brick on this side too. We're going to move. Obviously, we're going to move those doors because they're right in the way. We're going to have brick coming through wherever these columns are as well, by the way. So that's what I'm doing with that. Part of the old underlying structure. Okay, now out this way. Maybe what we do. Let's say those are there. Here, and here. Okay, so it comes down, it goes to there. This, I mean, it is workable. It just means we have to change this whole space. I guess I wouldn't want them walking through this little area. So what I might do to deter them from doing that, not even so much a deterrence, just much more like, hey, just no. hey, no. Well, we could do, where are miscellaneous maybe? Those sort of vertical, my favorite. What are they called? Tall slate tile. How is that a tile? I don't understand that that phrasing of whatever this is. It's a tall slate tile. It's a medium slate tile. I guess they're tiles then. The slate, which I never imagined that they were. To be honest, I never really read the description. So there you go. Well, we put that there, then they don't walk through that way. Then we can also just move this over this side, so then we don't have to worry about it like them not being able to use it. Then obviously we're gonna have to change this because this is just not gonna work anymore. So let's get rid of all this. Which is a shame, because I actually really did like that little layout. Now, I don't want one square to walk through. That's way too little, so we're going to have to move this back. We can have one square behind the reception desk. Considering it's, well, I mean, I'm saying it like, oh, I don't know if it'll work. I mean, we're not actually going to use this desk. It doesn't actually do anything, so it doesn't matter. Now, these windows we're going to have to change. So I think what we've got to do is get these windows, but the smaller ones, put it just up the top here. And then that will allow us to have the desk there with no issue. And then maybe we change all the other windows just to match that as well. Do we need to have that window where the bathroom was? So obviously that is directly into the bathroom. Maybe it's better that we just get rid of it and don't have a window there. But then does it look weird with the rest of our building? Is that something we're okay with having? I might actually change the front facade again to use the smaller single ones because I think it'll just be more uniform if we use the same window all the way. Whoops. Yeah, good stuff. All the way across like that, rather than having two large ones and one small one. Should we get them behind as well, or should we leave it? Might leave. Oh, well, I mean, I got the door on the other side, so maybe I will. Just so it sort of matches all the way through. And that goes there. Got a lot of glass around that little area. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's really nice and open. I feel like this should have a window, though. That seems really dark around that corner, you know? I mean, that's why I had lights in it. But the problem is, then I almost need to do the same thing over this side. Oh, we definitely, like, the thing is, otherwise, I don't know where else we'd have to move the bathroom in that case and just not have it here. Maybe we put the bathroom, hang on, maybe this is what we do. Let me get rid of this column because it's going to create problems as I'm playing around with the layout. Go away. And same with this one. We'll put them back, obviously. See, what I'm thinking, we can reduce, this room does not need to be this big. It's just my room with a few things in it and a set of stairs. So we can do this. And then we can move this all the way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move... Because moving that wall is actually really annoying, so I'm not going to do it that way. I'll move this all the way along. I mean, 3 wide is probably not wide. Let's go 4 wide. Then we'll just put the wall here. Because that would actually be big enough. Obviously, we'll move the stuff around. Then we'll pick up this room, put it here. Then we have a new space that is unused, which will then become the bathroom space, which I think is also going to be a better layout for us to work with. So what we'll do here, and I'll keep this area probably in the shape even, we'll get rid of the stalls obviously, but turn this into like a something, I don't know, maybe it could be like the entrance to the kennel area, because I want to do, not like obviously we're not going to build a whole set of kennels, but I want to have like a dog play area out the back, like a little park or something. So maybe you can go through, this could be like the back room of the vet or something, you know, maybe just like washing up tables or something. Oh yeah, very decorative, very decorative. Not going to do anything. So over here will be our bathroom. Maybe we do it this way. So we have stalls like this, then we'll have stalls like this, and then maybe a half wall in the middle. No, not there. No. Let me build a single wall, you bloody piece of... There we go. Wall there and have sinks in the middle. Just like that. Get rid of that. Okay, I think this will be good. So move this over. Oh, actually, where's the... Okay, there's no fencing anywhere here for lights. Alright, so what we'll do, instead of using these lights, which is fine, we don't need to use the lights. Oh, actually, we got a huge column there, so that stall is going to be a little... less than ideal. This column's here. That one's fine. Okay, no problem. So if we have a column there... okay, well... I mean, I guess we can just not have that as a stall. I mean, technically it's not actually a column and we could just put anything in there. But, you know, it's part of the structure. I don't want to change it up too much. Let me just paint all of those and then set the brick on the back of the wall there. And then paint that, paint that, paint that. I guess I'll paint the inside of these things as brick, just so we have a visual consistency with it all. So come around here. Alright, I think it just adds, at least adds a little bit more character to the space, I think. Same with those two. Okay, so then what we can do, let's move all of this over here. Actually, you know what? I will literally just pick up the room and move it. It's going to be the easiest way to do it, I think. Does it bring the door with us? It does. Fantastic. It's going to go here. Because then I should hopefully... Oh, hang on. Sorry. I should hopefully not really lose too much money doing this. In fact, I think I'm earning money, but that's because I'm deleting half the walls that we had. And it means I don't have to redo this, except for these two. I'm going to have to get rid of these two, I guess. I mean, maybe we could turn this into a larger stall instead. Instead of having 2 larger stalls, we have this one as our larger one. So this will just be here. That'll go there. This will be brick, obviously. That back wall does not need to be brick. That one still does. Okay, that's good. And then, well, I guess, well, I won't just delete that. I'll build this back because we obviously need all this back. Then I'm going to need that door and I'm going to put it on that one. Need a couple more. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done that because I'll just clone this one right next to it. We will have to remove all those lights though because there's nothing on the roof to hold that light on. So what we'll do is... Problem is, it's a bigger stall, but it's not doesn't really make it any easier. There's not really any more room in that stall for anything, but we could do it like a sink in there. So it's a larger kind of helps. Not a whole lot. So this is gonna go in here now. That'll be we'll go with the pink, the same as the lobby, much like we did with the desk area out there. So now obviously this is not really gonna have a desk area. Desk area? What am I talking about? Oh my god. A mirror area. I mean, we could build one in. Because we could do move objects, have the mirror sort of suspended in the middle of the room. Would be cool. But I don't know. So we'll do that, and then we'll move the bathroom door over here. It's also, now the good news is the bathroom is also way more private, so there's that. So that'll go there. Okay, so lighting, what I'm thinking, we go lighting, we go wall lights, we get out this guy. We use these. These are some of my favorite lights from Get to Work because they do actually light up the room a lot. Except for that one because we've got a corner in it, which makes it a little bit more difficult. We can do that. The interesting thing is that, yeah, obviously you don't light the wall that they're on, but if we do 2 of them, one facing the other way, then we can sort of cover the entire room, and it lights it up. Look at that, beautiful. So those will go there. Then I guess we don't need these anymore. I think we've just lost money on those toilets by doing that, but whatever. Remove those walls, remove that door, remove wall. This really should all be the same room. Not sure why it isn't, which is kind of annoying. Full wall there. Man, renovating places is much more time consuming than one might think. I'll tell you that much. All right, get rid of these. Now we don't have to worry about those windows being there. Oh no, the litter boxes. Where are they going to go? We can just put them back out in the lobby, I guess. This guy here, the hand soap, we'll put on the side wall, because I guess that makes sense. This plant is coming through the wall, which is slightly annoying. Nice. Bins. We need some binds. We get a bind right here, maybe. It should be able to fit. Yeah, I think you can get past that, no problem. And we'll get one of the... Only one of these. We won't do both, because we don't really have room to do both. Put that there. I'll put it closer that way. So it's all like sort of in line as well. Nice. I mean, we could do mirrors here, like full-length mirrors on the wall, on the side. What do I have in here? Oh, I've got some lights, and I've got some pet bowls and all that, decorations. No, I want to go back here and go to decorations. Thank you. Windows. We're going to get out this guy here. Should we do that? I mean, you know what? We can do it on the whole wall there. Why not? Because then you have 2 full-length mirrors that are actually accessible and the other ones that are there. And then that totally works. You know what else might look cool in here? Actually, this in the middle. So sort of separate the 2. Although the light is strangely, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't put it in the middle of the room, but it's strangely not in the middle of the room. Oh, I see why I didn't. Well, you know, other than the fact that it's clearly getting cut off, I'll do it on this side. It's because the half wall's there, so it doesn't really like to place right in that middle section. But I'll put them there and there, because that will still light up the room exactly the same way. But I don't know, I kind of like those in the middle. I think what I need to do, though, wall trim, change that up to at least match everything, because otherwise it's just going to be all over the place. There we go. And just paint that too. Good. All right, let me just, I guess, repaint this room. Go back to daytime. You know, we're slowly getting there. I guess this wall can still have the brick on the inside, even though we've obviously remodeled the outside. I'll still have this sort of brick on the exterior walls there. Now, in here is going to be something else, which we're not really sure what that's going to be yet. We're going to move the litter boxes somewhere else too. But as for the layout here, let's figure this out. The only thing is now we've got this awkward space, whoops, here on the other side of the column. Which, I mean, we could have as extended desk space, or let me grab this. What else can we do? Maybe here we can utilize the curved piece. Problem being is we're using the other side of the counter, aren't we? So, oh, actually, the other problem being is that because I thought I changed it to the other piece. The other problem being, there we go. That because I'm using that sort of half wall there as a backing piece, it doesn't really work. Maybe we get rid of the half wall then. I mean, we don't need the half wall there. I thought it was just a nice... I like the idea of having a higher element to the little desk, but I guess that works too. Because then what we can do, maybe we move the treats and that. Is there like a little display or something we could put there? Display. There should be something, you know, there should definitely be like a little... Oh, no, I don't want to look in the category called display. Display, like text, please. Oh, there actually is a text there for display? Oh, okay. I feel like there's definitely things we could put there that seems like that would make sense. Maybe not surgery-based items, but like stuff... I mean, the treats really would be good. But I want like a little... Almost like a little shopping display. A little unit of things that you could buy. How about spices? I feel like there is something. Hang on, miscellaneous maybe? Oh, yeah, something like this. I know it's tea, but... If you imagine it's like, I don't know, like dog treats or something. The thing is, you got to use your imagination in these situations. I think something like this could be good to have on the corner. You know, like that. And then maybe on the wall. We got a big wall there, so maybe we move this here instead. I'll get rid of that wall. We'll do something else there. So we have that there. Have this little sort of area there. Little check-in things just on the other side, which I think works quite well. And then maybe... I don't know, we could do something there. I don't know what. I think we should have like a cabinet. Is it like a file cabinet kind of thing? Yeah, there is. It's like these guys. We can get these back here too. Maybe on this wall here. Doesn't give us a whole lot of room, but it could be quite good. Actually, can we, how big is this? Oh, that can actually go under the desk. Yes. Yes, it will. So I think that would look really cool. That would look like, well, it's not a desk, it's a counter, but you know, it looks like it's part of it, which I think is pretty cool. Does that go through the wall? No. Well, I mean, it does a bit, but when the walls are up, it doesn't. That's pretty cool. I like that. Although I'd rather it probably not stick out the side of that counter there, just because when the walls are down, which is normally how you play, you probably don't want to see that. So I'll put it there. We'll make sure that they can still use all this as well, because that's important. That, you know, if we've got a computer there, we'll want them to use it. Anyway, that's there. So then you have like little cabinets there. Maybe on the side we go for some decorations and some. Can this go on top? No. I'll get. What about just like a little file? Oh yeah, there you go. We'll get like a file that's just been put on top there. Then maybe should we have like a? Oh, let's do a half wall. Maybe. Oh, no, not like that, but like this, I was thinking. And I was going to put a door in it, but then I was like, well, hang on. If we're going to turn this into like almost like a staff-only area, why don't we just change this whole section? It doesn't need to be diagonal anymore. We could just have the wall here. And it could even just be part of the back. Okay, we really need to move that fish tank now. It doesn't make any... You definitely can't see it anymore. Let's put it here. Let's put that there. And then maybe above. I think, what were the other suggestions for the fish tank? I think it was like, do some... plants above it or something. I think some greenery, or we just do the wall, like paint it black above it just so it blends in, which I think we had with good old Spa Day, old mate Spa Day with the black. Oh, those are tiles though. Where's just the miscellaneous? I don't actually know what category it's in. Oh, it's in here. Here we go. This one. Just so it sort of blends into the one wall. We can even do it all the way along. Or we just do that bit. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could just put these back up again, up on top for now. And we could just imagine, you know, maybe there's fish-related supplies on the top bit. I don't know, but it'll go there. I think that works better too, especially because now that we changed this area, it doesn't really make any sense at all. In there, maybe what we could do, which if we go to these filing cabinets, there's this larger one. Is there anything else like a larger cabinet sort of thing? I mean, we could use the wall-based ones like these. But they, when you put the walls down, they disappear, which kind of sucks. But we could use them. I mean, these being in the way now doesn't really make sense. So I might move those. Move it here instead. There you go. Let's put it there. And then this is just part of this room. I mean, I guess that can do... I don't mind leaving that wall there. I kind of like it. Have that painted like that. All right, so then you'd have, you know, your staff door here somewhere. Is the idea... So how about this layer? Ignore the items over here. We have not planned that area yet. We have to do all the seating and the shopping area. But I think, even though I didn't intend on changing the reception at all, we kind of completely had to when I put those columns in. Oh, I need to move that light up here as well. That's not in a good spot. That probably explains why it's super dark, because this was part of our lighting solution. I mean, we can't really put it here anyway. What if I put it here? So it's directly in this area. I just don't... Maybe we just get rid of it. I don't think that light really works for us anymore. We'll have to... Well, I mean, I guess I'll probably just use these. Do you reckon these are any good? Or should we... Can they light from up here? Oh, they're not going to spread between the floors for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll figure out the lighting thing next time, maybe. All right. So, yeah, ignoring the actual items placed here, what do we think now of this layout? So, we've got the bathroom over here. We've got to... probably fix that lighting there a bit too. Bathroom here, which I think is much better than the space over there. We just shuffled these rooms along a little bit, and we have the columns going through the building now, so that actually adds a little bit more of an interesting element to this hallway than what we had before, which, by the way, let me move that out of there before I forget that it's in that column. Is there anything else in the column, like all the doors and all that? Yeah, we should probably move those. Oh, that's just a window, actually, so that's not too bad. I will just remove that window. I'll keep the curtain there. I'll just shuffle the curtain to that point. This door, not exactly ideal. I'll just... Actually, you know what? I'll shuffle the curtain exactly the same way, but on this one, we'll just remove that and put a door there instead. All right, so that goes there. Okay, and then that one's fine. And I think the others are fine too, which is good. All right, so that's there. This will be, I don't know, maybe just counters, desks and something. I don't know. Maybe actually, you know what? Maybe we move these over here. We keep that. Yeah, that makes sense. If this is going to be a staff only area, let's turn this into the workspace, and then this is actually there's still the staff room. I know it's kind of out of the way now. Maybe what we even do is switch one of these exam rooms there, have the staff room here, so it all joins together. That might be the go ahead. And if that's the case, I'll maybe do that before the next video, because if we're gonna, well, I mean, we're clearly doing this as a let's build now, and it's very collaborative between you and I, and it's a lot of fun actually seeing what you guys think of me, because you guys notice a lot of things I don't. So whenever you're like, oh, what about doing it this way? I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much more sense. You know, like think, whoa, that makes way more sense. So it's really good getting the feedback. I think it's really fun as well because we build it. This is us building it together. It's good fun. And I think maybe that's the way to go. Maybe we do move this over here. I'd probably have to go this way instead to get a similar sort of footprint. The thing is that, yeah, it's so deep on this side. It's so deep on this side that the room, I mean, if we rotate it, how long is this room? Let's work it out. 360, no scope. 360. It's only 2 tiles longer. It's not too bad. Maybe if we made them 1 tile thinner and then like 2 tiles longer, so there'd be a thinner room. How so it's 300. How wide is this? This is 360, so it's the same. It's actually the same length as one of these rooms. Okay, so we can fit one like there. And then, I don't really know how that would work. I don't know. Maybe we leave it. Maybe we just leave it like that. I mean, we don't need to overcomplicate things by shuffling things all over the place, but I think we're getting somewhere. We're getting there. Maybe in another 10 parts of this Let's Build will be done. But let me know in the comments down below what you think and what we should change. Oh, ignore this. Well, don't ignore it, but this is not part of the build. But let me know as well what you think about, I guess, the roof, the changes we made to it. I want to do more detail up here too, like probably, you know, chimneys and all that. Maybe like these guys as well, something. And a brick. Is there a brick closer to it? I guess like that or something. Like I want to do a whole bunch of stuff up on the roof. Maybe air conditioning units or something now, too. Maybe not from the original build, but like they've added them in because it's like we need air conditioning. It's like, okay, let's put it in. So let me know what you think about the exterior now. We've changed it up a little bit as well. We sort of tried to minimize the effect of modernizing the. Remove that. We're modernizing the facade. So we have the modernized section down the bottom, and then we have like the sort of older style up the top. I want to do more detail around this, so I think I want to add a lot of stuff. To the side, we haven't done that yet. There's a lot of stuff we haven't done, but if you have ideas, let me know in the comments down below. That's missing wallpaper. That's missing wallpaper. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.